Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to episode number 28 of our Pittsburgh Pirates franchise mode series here on MLB The Show 23. Moving into the 2031 offseason, our last off-season. We're moving into year number 10, which will be our final season with the Pirates, and it's going to come down to a massive off-season to start. Here already the comments are coming to see what kind of team we'll have for our final season. Joe, Slim, Hobbsy, welcome aboard. The episode is titled Cy Young Trade question mark because as much as I love Gary De Silva, it could this may very well be the off season. We'll see. DFS, what's out? I was super sad to hear about of Toby Keith. Yeah, a couple of big things in the news this week. I feel like I'm so behind on news because of the new law with Canadian news sources. I have to actually go to the website for the news, and I keep forgetting to do it. I used to always get it in my news feeds for whatever social media platform I was on. So I have to always remember to go and look. So I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. I know, Jack. I know, Dabrowski. Welcome to stream, Bello. Yeah, we'll recap what happened last episode. It was a World Series run. We finally made it to the World Series, but unfortunately it ended not prematurely. It didn't end how we wanted it to. And now we got to make some changes headed into year number 10. This is the 2031 offseason, our final offseason with the Pirates. And we're definitely going all in. There's so many different titles I could have used. All in, leaving no expense, money is no object. We're spending every last cent that we have on this team. And we got to make sure that it puts the best team and well-rounded team as possible on the field. Hobbsy, my news sources mainly consist of Instagram, which is... Yeah, right. I don't know. It's not the same in baseball. We can pretty much trade him wherever we want to. It just the bigger thing I worry about if we were to no, Rojas was the World Series and was the postseason MVP, our postseason MVP. On top of Tristan Cassis, of course. But if we were thinking about a trade, the bigger problem for De Silva would be that what is the value that we take back? Because it's a ton of trade value, so it's almost impossible to get fair value back. It doesn't cost like $40 million, right? No, don't. If he did everything to get us to Game 7 and then he didn't do much in Game 7, you can't throw out the entire postseason that he had. I know you love doing that. He was 0 for 4 in Game 7. He was batting 700 before that. I don't know what to tell you. How about the people who were consistently quiet? Those are the ones that I'm more upset with. Not the one who was amazing and then the one game he doesn't show up, no one else wants to pull their weight. But I know you don't like thinking about that. I know, I'm using my brain too much. I know. Not meant to be done. So we'll get started at the 5-minute mark. If you're watching after we've already gone live, I forgot to say that. And we'll start in just 2 minutes from now, in a couple minutes from now. Now, Tamar did very well, but it was Cassis, it was Rojas. It wasn't a one-person thing for anybody. We're doing De Silva a service by trading him somewhere good, just so we're not offloading him to a Bucs. Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I thought you were saying more like with like a no-trade clause and stuff like that going on, but yeah, I see what you're saying. If we were to trade him, it would probably be to a contender, hopefully in the AL. An AL contender, I think, is our what would have to be the prerequisite of a De Silva trade. No, not to a rebuild. He's won 4 out of 5 Cy Youngs. To Milwaukee, he'd fit right in with a team of jokers. We gave him a lot of chances this past postseason. I truly tried my best for Gary. I really tried my best. All right, let's just post on Twitter here. Give me 2 seconds here. We are live with our final off-season, headed into year number 10 with the Pirates. There we go. Let those tears flow, baby. Join us as we make some massive moves, including a potential Cy Young blockbuster. There we go. Can't wait for the show 24. We're getting closer and closer. Let those tears flow, baby. We're going to start in about 30 seconds from now. So I think tweet's done. Discord bot is done. All right, we're ready to get started. Here we go. Here comes the book. The copy paste gang. All right, let's get started in just a few seconds. And we'll recap last episode. 2-1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2031 offseason here with the Pittsburgh Pirates, headed into our 10th and final season here in Pittsburgh. Through our 9 seasons, I should say, with the Pirates so far, we've made the postseason in 8 consecutive years. We have also won 3 consecutive NL Central titles. However, before last season, we had not made it past the NLCS in our entire series, and we had lost in 4 consecutive years in the NLDS. Last season, we finally won the NLCS, and we went to a World Series against the New York Yankees. We were up 3-2. It went to Game 7, and we fell 2-0 in Game 7. The Bats just fell asleep in Games 6 and 7, and we fell to the Yankees in a 7-game series. Another Gold Glove, another Silver Slug, NL MVP, NL batting title, NL Cy Young, postseason MVP even to the losing team, but it was just not enough to get it done, and we fell apart in the end. And it was one of the most heartbreaking moments, not only because of the 10th season. Joe, we got 10 people in here, but only 3 likes. Let's Silver Slugger that button. Silver Sluggle, right, that button. Thank you, I just smashed it myself. Thank you very much for the reminder, Joe. So, not only has it been 10 seasons, it has been over 10 months that we've been doing this series. We're now into, we started at the end of March 2023, and now we're at the beginning of February 2024. So we got to really, we want to try and wrap it up on a high note here. It would be sad. We've done good things, and it's been a fun series. So even if we go out without a World Series, it's not the end of the world. But it would be very, very nice to be able to do that. So our team right now, if you look at the depth chart right now, we got a lot better defensively, which is great, but we got to get faster. That's one thing we saw last season. We got to get faster. So guys like Henry Castro, Jesus Sanchez, Gabriel Gonzalez, I'd like to bring him back as well. That was the World Series MVP, not the postseason MVP. Alex Ramirez was good defensively. Of course, Tristan Cassis, the king. Kenny Robinson, Moncada likely gone. And then our pitching, Tamar Johnson, Josh Rojas, the legend, Steve Conrad. Then the pitching. The pitching was Gary DeSilva, Edgar Hernandez. Huge season from Cadmine Franco. His first full rookie season. He was a second runner-up for the NL Cy Young. He was incredible in the postseason as well. I'd be close to making him our ace this season, but we definitely want Hernandez, Williams, Franco. Maybe Priester out. I don't know. He didn't have the greatest season. It would be nice to win with Priester. But we want to have the best team possible, whether it be through free agency or trade or what. And we should have some money to spend, whether or not Gary DeSilva leaves. Because if Gary leaves, that's $29.4 million. But another player who we're likely moving out is Kevin Parada, who's making $17.1. He's a great catcher. He's been our everyday catcher. But last season, he had to split time a little bit, or at least share the DH a little bit with Steve Conrad, who really had a great coming out season as well. He bat .267. He was our leadoff guy a lot of the time with his very high contact numbers. Exactly. Very good, Joe. Very good. Don't go chasing those slim waterfalls. So there's a lot of different things we could do to free up money. Conrad and DeSilva out would free up over $35 million. So here come the copy pastes. I think Steve has to be our guy, but the question is, do we roll the same thing? In a perfect world, we would roll the same thing. 1 catches, 1 DHs. But if we want to spend that money elsewhere, I think Steve is just our guy and someone else DHs. That's the thing that I'm thinking. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to get started on the year itself. I think I'll just quickly look at the comments from last episode. I don't think there was much. Usually the comments are made on the Discord or they're made in the episode itself. I'm not going to blow the team up too much into our last season, but we're willing to make some big moves. Let's see. World Series or bust. Yeah, that was our last episode. Whoa, commercials. No comments in the last one. Perfect. So nothing to go over right now. We'll just continue with whatever the live stream comments have to say. So exclusive free agent negotiations. Gabriel Gonzalez and Clark Schmidt. Schmidt was a great relief pitcher in the postseason especially. And I agree there, Hobbs. He's $17 million for DH. It could be spent elsewhere. Schmidt did very well. 3.9 ERA on the year. Not a ton of innings pitched, but he was very, very good in the postseason especially. What would he want? He wants only about $4 million. No, Slim. You being right was you having like 6 seasons of just pushing a narrative as the guy continued to win Cy Youngs. That's you being right. I will say last postseason you were right. I'll give you that. But you've been saying it for way too long. You said it way too early. That's your problem. So Clark Schmidt would be wanting, we'd have to pay him something like $5 million. $5 million on Clark Schmidt to be a 79 overall. Maybe we let him go to free agency and revisit. I don't know if I want to commit $5 million already. Gabriel Gonzalez, though, he was very good. He bat 290. He has great defensive numbers. We want him in the outfield. So Gabriel Gonzalez, I would like to keep him here. Usual retirement age in the MLB. I don't know. Depends. A really good player could go to like late 30s. You know, you could see 40, but late 30s. Average, I think it's pretty similar to the NHL. You might see like 36, 37. I think that's, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I think that's what I would say. So Gabriel Gonzalez is going to get paid, though. As much as we want to give him a 1-year deal for 10.6, he probably wants, he's asking for 5 years to get him to 33 years of age. That pays him $12.2 million. We'll call him a star. I'll call him a star. I could do that. I'm not on the trade Gary train unless it's an offer we can't refuse. Yeah, we'll definitely do a lot of due diligence. And the best case scenario would be getting him out for cheap value, like money-wise, and then using his money to sign a big free agent. So Gonzalez, I'd prefer to give you a little less, but only 3 years it really picks up. So I'm going to try 3 years. Gonzalez, I want to meet you in the middle here. I want to pay you for having such a good year, but I think he wants, you know, hopefully if you're staying here in Pittsburgh, it's because you want to be doing something, you want to be a part of something special. So I'll give you 3 years at $35 million, 11.7 per year. Let's see what he says to that. 3 years, $35 million. Yeah, let's send him that. And Clark Schmidt, I'm thinking we let him walk and maybe revisit in free agency. I don't know if I want to, not because we think he'll get cheaper, but $5 million. I don't know. Review staff, new hitting coach, pitching coach first, excuse me. Clutch, Ks per 9, home runs per 9. This is the guy, Johnny Dodd. Bang. We need this guy. We've lost so many managers the last few years. 3 years, $7 million. We got to make sure we get this guy. I hate losing managers and then getting junk. And first base coach, speed, stealing, fielding, durability. Sure, I like it. I'm not going to spend 50 years on this like we have in the past. 5 years, $3 million. 3 years, $5 million, excuse me. Jose Corey. Okay. Let's advance a couple days. What does Gonzalez say? Pirates, okay, Jose Corey joins the first base coach right away. We just lost 2-0 just a couple days ago. What a heartbreaker. Jack Flaherty declined his contract option and is going to free agency. Gonzalez hasn't signed, and he's not, we can't qualify him either. Tommy Lasorda is still out there? I didn't see. Clark Schmidt. I'm definitely not giving him a qualifying offer at $23 million. 2 years would make him want $4 million. That would go a long way. I'll give him 2 years. Well, I may as well give him 3. No, 3 years. Makes sense. Yeah, you know what? Let's go crazy. Really? He's on. I don't even know. I don't even look at the names really. Let's go. Maybe if he takes. I didn't think about Clark Schmidt wanting much less for 3 years. Let's see what he takes for 3 years, $11 million. Because we're only playing. Not to say that we set this team up for failure, but we're only playing 1 more year. We could also, the GM who takes over could just trade him away after. Johnny Dodd, thank you. We got both our coaches, both our managers. Good. Alexis Diaz traded for Raul Del Godio. Okay. We're still waiting. Gonzalez might go to free agency, but that's okay. We still have a very good offer out to him. Where is he? Tommy Lasorda. Yeah, there he is. Third base coach. Tommy Lasorda. Bang. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. So here we are in free agency now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take care of the Rule 5 draft and salary arbitration, all that stuff, and tender contracts in just a moment. The very first thing we want to look at, just briefly, is free agency. Who is out here in free agency? Jackson Chourio, A-rated center fielder, great defense. Only bat 281 last year, but 30 home run guy. Spencer Torkelson, we're set at first base. Jackson Holiday. What if you sort by these numbers? Who has crazy numbers that stand out? Just going quickly. Josh Lowe back 297. Ah, here's Slim. He's going to want Josh Lowe in here. 99 arm accuracy. 289. 305 for Luis Campusano. He was on the Yankees this past year, batting 305, coming off a World Series. And also good numbers at Papa. Ooh, who's this guy? Oh, I was slugging percentage. Oh, Gabriel Gonzalez. There he is, batting 290. Oh, you like Brandon Lowe? Sorry. Okay, so no one else really jumps out at me with his numbers-wise, but let's look at just the overall. So, Chourio, Torkelson, Holiday, Collier, Flaherty, Lowe, Lee, Campusano, Keibert Ruiz, Vigna, Stone. Okay. If we're looking at starting pitchers right now, Jack Flaherty, former Pirates pitcher, let's sort of be 104. Gavin Stone got offered a 2-year deal. 4.42 ERA last year. Doesn't seem to have good simming history. I want guys with good simming history. Devi Garcia. Lots of time with the Yankees. Did he actually 3 years ago? Can't be. Really? Because this game is only a year old. Max Meyer, Zach Gallen, Ken Waldachuk. No one really stands out a ton here. Doesn't have to be someone that we... Walker Buehler. Who has some good clutch over here. Walker Buehler has 75 clutch, at least. Zach Gallen. Walker Buehler stands out to me as a good veteran to have in there. What would I know he'd want the big money, but what would Walker Buehler want? Like, realistically, he wants like $9+ million. He wants to be the ace, though. Okay, I'll give you 2 years, but your rotation, like, it would take about 10 million. 2 years, 10 million on Walker Buehler. So keep that in mind. It'll be about about 10 million on Walker Buehler. Okay. Keep that in mind. That's for starting pitching. Relief pitching, not a lot of options out here. Krinchik, who we traded back to the Diamondbacks, he's back in free agency. Not a ton of good options here for relief pitchers, unfortunately. Alex Vesia, a lot of walks per 9. James, Ken Waldachuk is a legend of mine after I got fired by the Tigers. I traded for him with the Cardinals, and he pitched a perfect game against the Tigers and won a World Series. That's crazy! What a story, James. I love it. That's crazy. Waldachuk, he won over 12 million. Actually, well, for 1 year, yeah. Well, we could give him like 4 years rotation. What would he cost? More than Buehler. Probably, maybe like 10.5 a year he would cost, Waldachuk. 99 on the break. The rest of the numbers are pretty average. He's 34 as well. Yeah. Closing pitching, Vigna, Castro, Felix Bautista. What did he do last season with Toronto? He had 26 saves, 4.01 ERA. Devin Williams, Ryan Helsey, there you go. Catchers. If we wanted a new backup catcher, these guys are getting paid big money. Bumgarner 2.0, you think? 2.83, Mathieu Nelson. Mathieu? I don't get this name. There's supposed to be an I. Mathieu Nelson. 272, 235. Yeah, tough numbers for the catchers out here. Nelson has good numbers at an 82 overall. Good defense as well. Solid enough contact and everything on. What would he want? What do you want for a little... he really wants a 4-year deal, eh? He'd be every day. Or kind of-ish. Depends if we got a better DH. But he'd be playing enough. Actually, technically, he'd be more platoon. So if we give you 4 years and give you a lot of money. Like, again, another guy who would cost probably close to like 7.8 million. Unless we can get a catcher in a trade, I think Nelson might be the guy. So Nelson as catcher. And then potentially Machu? Could it? Who else would we say? Jackson Holiday looked interesting. Bat 263 last year. Let me see the OPS. Oh, 771. Not the highest OPS here in his career. Gonzalez, we definitely want Gonzalez. Outfield, Chudio, Lowe. Do we want Lowe? Do we want Josh Lowe? Good contact against righties. 297. OPS of 881. Good year last year. Who has some good OPS out here? Can we just see batters? No way. Let's see some solid OPS. 840, and Chudio was 879, 800, 881, 858. Campusano 847 is very interesting. A catcher. We're talking about him. He could be a catcher, but he wouldn't be every day. He'd be DHing. We have the same situation as Parada. But he'd be getting paid pretty much, the same as well. So we wouldn't be saving a lot of money there if we swap out Parada for Campusano. All right, a few things to think about. Yeah, so let's go back to tender contracts. Let's just take care of a few things here. So Franco, we definitely want to sign Franco. We're not going to call him the ace just yet. Let's give him a 1 year at a time here. 1 year at a time. You're still rotation, buddy. We'll give you 1 year, Actually, he's willing to take a lot, not a lot at all. He wants only 40K. Come on. Okay, let's be honest. Let's give him 100K, I guess. 1 year, 100K on Franco. Conrad, we want him to be an every... I don't know about star, but definitely every day. You know, I'll call him star. Maybe he continues to... I think he could be our leadoff guy. Let's keep him renewable. Yeah, we'll keep him renewable for 1 year. And we'll offer him a nice cheap contract. Okay, so we save money on Conrad and Franco. You just see what you can get in free agency, but trade De Silva first before you offer any 88 plus. Sure. Okay, I see that. Just do the money. I see what you're saying. The franchise is flying. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being here anyways, Crazy. This is the best way, to, in my opinion, to learn about a sport. Fantasy sports and franchise mode. So I hope that you'll be able to enjoy, even if you're not a big baseball guy. Henry Castro, will give him a 1 year contract as well. We'll call him every day, I think. Sorry, 1 year. Sorry, I'm going in the wrong direction here. 1 year, 100K on Castro. Oh, no, he wants, let's see, 450K. Oh, but you hope, yes. I thought you were saying, wow, how it's flying. Yeah, it is. But yeah, it's been going well. Just a lot of postseason heartache. But it's been going well, thank you. Okay, we'll call him renewable. I'm not sure. Sorry, we'll call him rotation. Jonas Santana. We'll call him rotation and see. 1 year, 100K. Luis Feliz. We want to see him in the lineup this year in the MLB. Absolutely. Woo. We'll give you a 1 year. Hold on. You're in the bullpen, so you can be happy about that. And let's go. How far down can we go here? Ooh. 100K on you as well. Thomas Velasquez. We'll see him at least in long relief. Thomas Velasquez. He had good numbers. I'm gonna call him rotation. You know what? I think that he could be rotation, and I'm gonna call him that. I'm gonna plan for him to hopefully be in the rotation. I think he could do it. Another 1 year, 100K guy. No, we didn't trade anybody yet. We're just taking care of some contracts. We looked at who was available in free agency, but no trades yet. Clifford Givens. He'll be an everyday guy. Yeah, not rotation. Oh, he's a starting pitcher. No, I'm sorry. You'll be depth. You could be long relief. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you here, buddy. I can stretch the truth once in a while, but I can't outright lie. 1 year, 100K. Todd Farron. I want to see him in the lineup too, at least as a platoon. That 300. Todd Farron. I want to see him on the bench this year. Let's spend our money in the lineup and leave the bench as some nice value guys. I'll call him platoon, not depth. I'll give him 1 year. Keep him renewable. Let's go as cheap as we can go. 70K. Jose Fuentes. Not sure where he... potentially. I remember drafting him. Let's make sure he gets on. 110K. Corey Logan. Yep. Leroy Morrison. Yep. A lot of these guys are just going to be just whatever from here on out. Whatever they're asking for, we give them pretty much. Unless we can go cheaper. Yeah. So this is always the housekeeping part of any offseason episode. Brahma Bullfan, long time no talk. What's up, Data Buddy? So if you offer some one-star contract... Sorry, if you offer someone star contract, then you have them 16 in lineup that affect their rating. Now, in past MLB games, I'm not sure about 23, but I believe guaranteed in 20 and 21. I'm not sure about 22, 23. Well, actually, no, this is 23. I'm not sure in 22. Yeah, but 21 and 20 guaranteed. I'm at least in 20. All the games are blurring together. It would go into their morale. So do they have teammates from the same country? Do they like the coaching staff? Are they playing in the right spot in the lineup? It would affect their overall directly, like instantly. Now, if you have a star player playing at number 9, it still does reduce the overall, I believe, over time. It could be performance regression mixing in with it. And it's not as direct as now you put me here, so now my overall automatically drops, kind of like chemistry in franchise mode. You see it happen on the spot. But it's still, I think it's still there. Even though it's not said, it's not there. And the morale is pretty much not a part of the game anymore. Like, there's no morale screen and all that. But I would say it's still there and it still has an effect, yes. Escalona did well. He's going to be in our, I like him to be in our bullpen. Escalona, I'm going to call him bullpen. I'd like him to be there. He was very good. I can't say absolutely guaranteed anything, but that's how I've understood it as. Philip Kershaw, he's never really grown, Kershaw. If he wanted 700K, I was probably going to think about trading him. But if he wants 70K, we can give that to him. All right, now here come the easy ones, I believe, right? Yeah, 90K, bang. You guys all want... Are they interested enough in 90K? Let's hope they are. If not, we'll go back. Buyout to choke. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what we're going to do. Pay him hundreds of millions of dollars. Those guys, 90. Yeah, everyone's nice, cheap contracts. Just have them in the organization, worst case, and then we have trade pieces and all that. So whoever wants 70K takes 70K. Whoever doesn't, we'll give them 10K more. But we'll start like that for everybody. So right now we have budget 37 million in the budget. We have 19 million in pending offers. So we have like 17 million to spend. Add 17 more from Parada, that would be 34. Add a number like 30 from De Silva. If we moved him, that'd be different. No draft pick trades in the show. Buyout slim. Timmy Lincoln now. 24 years old, A potential. Is it time to give up on Timmy Lincoln? Eesh. Maybe he could be a trade piece at 24. He could be a trade piece, probably. Timmy Lincoln, we'll use him in a trade. Almost done. Thank you for bearing with me. Greg Hendrickson, D potential, but 22. No worries, no worries. Joe Love. Greg John. Vinny Barrero. Who's this? Michael Asqueto. Andrew Holloway. Aaron Luke. Richie David. Steven, what's his name? Rios? Captain Rios from Star Trek Picard. Because we need to have bodies, Slim. We need to have bodies. Last year we had like 4 guys in single A because our double and our triple A needed so many players. We need to have bodies. Okay, so we sent out some offers here. We'll see what they have to say. Everybody's offered a contract. Arbitration. Can we sign Priester? Landon Sims. I like to keep Landon Sims. He did well in the bullpen. I like to keep him as well. He's arbitration eligible. What did he make last year? Doesn't say. I have to look at arbitration. 2.4 million last year. What would he sign on for 1 year? No worries. For 1 year, he would want like 3.3. Let me see if we can do arbitration, and I'll offer him 2.8. That would save us 500K. So I'll give you a 400K raise. So there's a salary arbitration offer, and we'll see in February what happens with Landon Sims. Good. Seth Corey. Do we want to keep Seth Corey? He pitched 90 innings. He had good numbers. Seth. Idea for NHL content. If you ever are running out, there's no drafting only. Sorry, I got to read on the screen here. Yeah, there's drafting only, no trading, no signing free agents, expansion team and picking AHL players and signing them big contracts to fill cap. So essentially a draft to glory. Is that what you're saying? A draft to glory series? Yeah, that's been recommended a lot of times, actually. People would love to see that. I'd be down. Seth Corey, I'll have to call you depth, but I'll pay you an extra 300K to say thank you. Seth Corey. And Quinn Priester. Is he coming back this year? Quinn Priester. Didn't have his best season this past year. 9 quality starts still. His WAR was at his lowest it's been in a long time. Priester, what does he want? He wants to be 8 home. For 1 year, though. For 1 year, he wants 3.5. I could do 1 year on Quinn Priester. His max interest is at 4.2 million. So, yeah, I could do 1 year 4.2. What was he making last year, though? 2.6. Okay, let's see if we can save some money. I'm going to offer him 3.45, and again, see if we can save like 800K. So, Priester's going to get arbitration. Win Priester, like using his name, you mean? So, arbitration for Priester and Sims, and an offer sent out to Seth Corey. We'll see what they say about that. The year, but no guarantees he stays. Yeah, we'll see on Priester. We'll give him the 1 year. We'll see what happens on Priester. And select the 40-man. I don't want to select the 40-man just yet because we still have things changing, but definitely Jose Fuentes is a lock. He's a guaranteed lock for the 40-man, so I'll just do that right now. Okay. So that being said, it's hard to make a big trade right now because so many players are unsigned. But if we were to make a trade, just to see what the game would offer us for Gary De Silva, would anything pop up? Yes. So the Orioles would offer us, that's not even good packages though. Yankees would give us Grayson Rodriguez and Michael Busch. So that could be a big trade right there with the Yankees. But that'll be a lot of money coming in. Grayson Rodriguez is going to be making like $40 million in a few years. Shane McClanahan from the Rays with Kyle Isbell coming back the other way. That'll be one from the Rays. Blue Jays, Dalton Varsho. This guy, Federico Lugo. 87 overall, 26-year-old pitcher. That's interesting. Blue Jays. White Sox will give us Dustin May, but he's 34 now. The Guardians are offering us Gary Crochet, 91 overall. That's what we're looking at now for De Silva, yeah. Volpe from the Twins. Carlson, Montgomery, James Wood. The Nationals would give us Nick Lodolo and Henry Davis. Good friend. Juan Soto. I don't want Urias, of course, but Juan Soto from the Rockies. Miguel Vargas from the Dodgers. Giants. Abrams. So let's look at the Dodgers. I want to look back. The Dodgers and the even the Blue Jays. How are these guys look? What does Vargas look like? Miguel Vargas. Bat 261 last year. High discipline, pumping up the overall a little bit. Patrick Sandoval, good numbers. Sandoval. What's up over on the Blue Jays? Blue Jays are offering us Dalton Varsho, batting 285. And Lugo, who was 4.64 ERA last year. But, yeah, very good stamina, very good Ks per 9. Very low pitching clutch. I don't know if I can afford that. The pitching clutch means a lot to me. I don't know. What if we add Timmy Lincoln in here? Anything come in if we add Lincoln? He's not. I gotta wait till he's signed to a contract. Okay, wait. Going back to all, though. Who else was interesting to us? Yeah, none of those really spoke to me. A few names spoke to me. None of the deals spoke to me, I would say. Which one was it? The Rays. The Rays. How's McClanahan doing? He had a crazy year last year, but he's making a lot of money. $46.2 million in 2035 as well. 34-year-old. Would it make sense to trade a 26-year-old Cy Young winner for a 34-year-old? 2.11 ER, really good numbers. McClanahan would probably be a guy we'd want coming back if we were looking for a top pitcher. I don't want Kyle Isbell in here though. What if I throw in Kevin Parada? You need a catcher, so that makes sense. I give you Kevin Parada, who was from the Royals originally. And then I could even take Jordan Lawler back. Whoa, Jordan Lawler. 94 overall shortstop. Hey, Josh, welcome to the stream, buddy. Long time no talk. Ooh, this would be something for the for his defense as well. Riley Green, they don't like that. Lawler's making a good amount of money, but he's probably worth it. They have a couple shortstops already. They could afford to move him out. We have no shortstops. We had so if Moncada's moving out, Moncada could be another guy that we move out to free up some more money even. We could take one of these two guys who are also third base eligible. 23 because I got a ton. I'm not sure. We could check them out later. Remind me. Maybe Moncada in a separate deal. But we could do De Silva and Parada for McClanahan and Lawler. That would really be something. We'd be taking on more money. That's the thing. That we're taking on more money. Oh, you're watching the Vancouver series. Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, Josh. Appreciate it. The problem is the money, though. We're taking a lot of money. We don't know. Oh, hold on. You can't say who cares. What if we're doing something in free agency? Hold on. Hold your horses. So let's advance a few days and see if those players sign on. Let's advance like 3 days. Let's see if some of those players have signed. Now we're at 31.97 for the available budget. We're still waiting on Gonzalez. Yeah, we're waiting on Gonzalez. So right now we'd have these two in the MLB. Relief pitchers. Burke, Sims, Schmidt, Escalona. Ramirez, Feliz would be the relief pitching. Starting pitching would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. De Silva moves out. McClanahan comes in. Santana, Velasquez, Givens here. There's a few. We could probably trade one of these younger guys. Like Givens could probably move maybe. Jackson Holiday, also a shortstop. True. We need a backup catcher as well. I don't want to just trade out De Silva to trade him. I want to fill the holes that we need to be filled, and that would be probably a backup catcher and maybe a shortstop. Maybe a third baseman if we want to move out Moncada and his money. Moncada had a 30 home run season. He was great, But I don't know if I want to count on him doing it again for 13.8 million. Depends on what kind of value we could get. Who is signed to a good deal around here in the MLB? That's what I'm saying. So if we go to player search, just quickly, if we want to look at third baseman around the league, third baseman who are making, let's say, less than maximum salary, max 10 million, and they are at least an 83 overall. Okay, some come up. 84, 85. Okay, so we have a few options that come up. So there's a free agent in Cam Collier. Cam Collier is here. Johnny Wetzel, also a free agent. Very good against lefties. Josh Jung is making 9, then 10 million. Not great numbers. Alec Boehm is making 6.2 million for one more year. He had good numbers with the Rockies last couple seasons. Alec Boehm is solid. Is his defense good enough, though? I don't know. That's also the question. And Curtis Mead. Curtis batting 246. Really good defense, though, from Curtis Mead. Tough numbers, though. Tough numbers. Caminero, Ramos. Not Caminero, excuse me. He's Australian? Mead? Curtis Mead? Oh, he's from Australia. Look at that. Curtis Mead. The defense is important. Josh Jung. Numbers are okay. Contact against lefty. I don't know. He's getting older now. It's a pitcher's park in San Francisco. Okay, I hear you. The power's going down big time on Josh. I don't want his attributes to go down. If we get him for his defense, I want him to be solid. Mead, really good defense numbers on Mead. Last stream, also trying to look back in the past Pirate streams. Please remind me the name of the green-haired Mr. Umbrella below the... Oh, it's the Lemming. It's my Lemming. That's who it is from the Lemmings game. I'm doing a draft to glory while watching your stream for NHL. Got first overall pick, second year in. Got a franchise defenseman. He's 94. Oh, it's hard to get defensive growth. That's great. That's really crazy. That's very rare crazy. That's really crazy. Curtis Mead is speaking to me a little bit here. He's speaking to me. His numbers are going to go up, but he's getting paid a lot. He's getting $5 million less this season. Mead is speaking to me, but the value's on our side. Mead is speaking to me a little bit here. Brian Reynolds at 15 million also really hurts, I have to say. But we really want one of the Reynolds in the lineup. Could we get a backup catcher, maybe? Who do you have here, guys? You have a 78 here in Pablo Aliendo. Not great numbers. Jermaine McKinney. A-rated prospect. Could we take McKinney from you? And I trade someone like Lincoln back to you if he would sign? Like, let's say it's Jim Kennedy. Like, that could probably work. Like, let's say it's Timmy Lincoln and Moncada for Mead and McKinney. But are we ready to put McKinney at full-time MLB backup at 73 overall? I don't know. He has the A potential, which is great. I don't know if we're ready to put him in at a 73 overall and be the everyday guy. You know? That's what I'm saying. Mead. Let's keep another trade to keep in mind. Another one to keep in mind as we continue to sim a few more days. Cam Collier going to the Brewers in the end, getting paid $18.4 million per year. Hobbsy says different catcher. Jackson Holiday going to the Tigers. You know what, Hobbsy? I didn't even go back to Jackson Holiday because I knew it would have been in the 20+ millions, and that's not what I want to do. If we're bringing someone in, it would be someone who isn't in that range as a free agent. If we're doing it via a trade and moving out the money, that's a different story. But by free agency, I didn't want to sign $25 million. So Jackson Holiday going there to the Tigers. Tender contracts, free agency. We're still waiting on Gabriel Gonzalez. Brewers spending money. Still a lot of guys here left to sign. We have $21.5 million in pending offers. Come on, guys. Sign those contracts. I can't wait forever here in free agency. Come on. We said we were looking at Josh Lowe in the outfield as well. Who are the catching options? There's some catching options. Just none were amazing, I found. Raul Cosmo batting 296 at 84 overall. Yeah, he wants 10 million, so forget it. Alejandro Kirk, but really slow. We want to get faster. I know, I feel bad, but we want to get faster. What would Kirk want? Now he wants 14 million or even no. You need someone in the single digits here for backup catcher. 213, 268 Torrens, 260 whatever. He want still a lot. Nelson's not fast. Corey Lee, 224. Sam Huff, Jonah Heim, so slow again though. What does Jonah Heim want? He wants only 8.2. Now we're moving in the 70s now, into the 70s. It's terrible. Tyler Stevenson. Francisco, is it Maya? 74 overall. Tyler Stevenson would want 8.8. Yeah, I know. They're slow in general. It's more the money. Let's go back to player search then. Back to player search. Where am I going? Player search. Show me a catcher who is making less than 7 million to be backup, let's say. He signed on for at least 1 year. And he's, let's say, not a crazy overall, but let's say max 85. And minimum is going to be 78. What do we got? So Conrad, Alfonso Navarro, Jefferson Cuero, Blake Sable, and Steven Carrara. 3 options. All right, Navarro, let's see, bat 230. Cuero bat 200 in 15 at-bats. I know, of course, but 200 versus 250 goes a long way. 238, and no numbers yet from Carrara. He's yet to play. I like those numbers on him, though. Young guy in AAA. 78 overall, could have some growth at B potential. Yeah, none of them are really fast, especially Carrara's a little faster. I wonder what the, Kansas City, what kind of, what do they want to do with them? Alfonso Navarro bat 230 and 100 at-bats last year. 233 the year prior, making 780K, 2.4 million for Blake. Let's pass on Blake then. Let's bring it back to just those few. So say just 1 million to get rid of them. Brings it down to just these guys. Of course, Conrad's one of our guys. Navarro, Cuero, or Carrara. So Alfonso Navarro, I like the contact, I like the power, I like the defense, 99 fielding, could play first base even, 95 reactions, I like it. Cuero, a little less on the defense, still 92 arm accuracy, still very good contact and power numbers. That's fine. And then Carrara has the lowest, probably the lower contact, arm strength and accuracy is lower, 98 blocking, 89 fielding, and the B potential. Tough. Maybe I lean Navarro. More well-rounded is Cuero, it seems like. Navarro a bit more on the power and better on the fielding and reactions. But Cuero better on the arm accuracy, the fielding, the accuracy. And a bit better on the, the batting's pretty similar though. Yeah. Do we have any thoughts out here? Cuero versus Navarro. More well-rounded defensively, I would agree. The accuracy from Navarro is a bit low, but I do like the 99 and 95 for the accuracy, for the reaction and the fielding. So 77 to 92 range versus 68 to 99 range. Navarro has the higher power as well against lefties. Both are B potential. I lean Navarro. Let's see what a trade would be with the Braves. They have, and he's already a backup, so I wouldn't be taking a starter and making him into a backup. Alfonso Navarro. We want to keep what's his name for the other trade? Keep Parada for the other trade. I don't want to just do it straight up, I don't think. Did he sign yet, Timmy Lincoln? Come on, Timmy Lincoln, you're killing me. Let's see. Sorry, back to starting pitchers. Right, he's a backup, but we want to have a backup we can trust. We had a big injury to our catcher a few years ago, and our backup didn't deliver. I remember that. What if we trade Clifford Givens We have a lot of good young pitchers. We can't keep them all. We could trade Clifford Givens. They want a little more value. And we throw in this guy, 46B potential. Or Vega even, 53. He's holding on because he won't get traded. We could do this. Sergio Vega and Clifford Givens off to the Braves for Alfonso Navarro. What do you mean it changes everything? That he's a backup for the Braves. What changes? He's more complete, but Navarro has the better power by a fair margin. And I like the most important things for the catcher would be the fielding, the arm accuracy, and the probably everything except the arm strength isn't as important because you don't have to make the craziest throws from the outfield. But I want to say that the 99 fielding and 95 reactions go a long way, as opposed to, yes, Cueto's a bit more well-rounded, but nothing's even in there's like one guy in the 80s, right? Kuzmenko and Lindholm both scoring in their debuts. I love it. Okay, what does it change? You keep saying it. You said 3 times it changes everything. Why does it change anything that he's the backup catcher for the Braves? He'll go from being a backup over there to a backup over here. I'm not sure what you're saying the big difference is. You're saying it changes everything, but you're not saying what it changes. What's the big deal about it? Meanwhile, where was the other player? I forgot where Cueto was. Where was Cueto? And of course it's gone. Forget it. Trade. Braves. Navarro for Vega and Givens. We like Givens. We like him a lot, but we can't keep everybody. He's 26. He wants to make the MLB. Probably hitter. Oh, the hitter's ballpark. Of course. Catcher to play. Okay, we're doing it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our backup catcher. Bing, bang, bong. That's one move that we have to make done. Of course, there you go. That's it, Joe. That's exactly it. Okay, thank you for the notification on who's getting signed. Go. Okay, so there's backup catcher taken care of. So now we know for sure Parada is on his way out. Now, what kind of deal would it be? We're still waiting on Gonzalez to sign as well. I need that to happen. Let's advance a few more days. Keibert Ruiz going to the Blue Jays. Spencer Torkelson to the Braves. Diego Castro to the Cardinals. A few moves made. We're still waiting on Gonzalez. Still waiting on him. Don't tell me he's gotten other offers out here. No, we're the only offer still. Prefer to get a different DH instead of splitting catcher DH between the catcher. Yes, I do agree with that. Getting another DH would be the ideal situation. Because right now, if we look at our batting order, if we look at our lineup, if we say, who goes over here? That's right field. If we say that, let's say Green is holding the spot for Gonzalez right now, and DH would be one of these guys, right? So it leaves us with Moncada. Can we keep Moncada to DH? 30 home run guy, 13.8 million is not crazy. Maybe we just keep him to DH at this point. His third base stats aren't bad though, but if we're looking at that different third baseman, I don't know. There's a lot of ways we could go. I don't know if I want Rojas everyday third base. Moncada has the better numbers, but they're going down. Then Ramirez here. Yeah. Because if Gonzalez is in the outfield and Green is on the bench, Castro's here as well. We need another bat. That's it. We need another bat. But is it through trade or through free agency? I don't know. Jackson Churio still out here. Let those tears flow, everybody. Who we say was a Brady House? Jace Jung. Good stats at second base. I think it's going to be through trade. I think it'll be through trade. Advance a few more days. 40 mans might be set. Okay, so yes. Let's set the 40 man since we're still waiting on these guys to sign. Ridiculous. Best Pirates players without contracts. These guys are still waiting on contracts. It's ridiculous. Okay, so they get an extra 10K. Congrats, you get an extra 10K for waiting. Good, we'll check the trade blocks, yeah. There we go. What do you mean just sim? That's why you're not in charge, Slim. Trade blocks. Where are those again? Oh, view trade block. Drew Jones, Wander Franco, Dylan Carlson, Jared Kelenic, Gabriel Moreno, and Austin Riley. I know, crazy. This has been the last, 3-4 years for Slim? It's just normal at this point. So the Rays wanting to trade a shortstop makes sense, because if we take Lawler and McClanahan, that helps them out, and they can keep Wander Franco. Helps them out. I trade you De Silva. I trade you Parada. Did Timmy Lincoln sign? Finally. Timmy Lincoln adds a little bit of value, but not in this trade. It'll probably be in another one. Unless I trade out Moncada in this deal as well. But we said we didn't like Max Wagner or anything. Or he wasn't too special, I guess. We even have Austin Charles, who's without contract here, eh? Now, Moncada would probably be in a separate deal. So this would be it, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Lawler would come to play everyday shortstop. And then Tamar Johnson could play third base, right? Could that be it? No, Johnson will play second base. Right. And Robinson... Oh, because Robinson and Johnson have been sharing those two spots. Johnson at shortstop's not bad. I don't know if I want to bring in Lawler. Johnson at third base is okay. At shortstop. Johnson at shortstop. Robinson at second. I would need a better third baseman. That's what I need. So if I take out... if we just do... We do De Silva for McClanahan. And take back more value elsewhere. Where else do they have that's valuable to us? Unless we take a player and flip them. They need to move a shortstop. What if we take Wander Franco? They want to trade Wander Franco. We'll take him to flip him. We'll do a little bit of a flip here. I'll take Wander Franco. Any other value I can get in here? I get a bit more. They want more than this. Yeah, then we could use Franco and Parada, maybe even Moncada to get a third baseman. The Rays are in the AL, right? Just to double check. We can get this guy too. Deep potential, just to throw him in for value. Are we doing this? This is crazy. Are we doing this? Our first ever draft pick, Gary De Silva. We bring in Shane McClanahan to be our ace. And we'll use Wander Franco to flip. 4 NL Cy Youngs in the last 5 years. 264 starts with the Pirates. 1,777 innings pitched. 3.42 career ERA. 1.2 whip. 181 quality starts, 33 complete games, 23 shutouts, faced over 7,300 batters, 9.38 Ks per 9, and a career WAR of what? Did it tell us this career WAR? Am I missing it there? 40.2. Do we just keep De Silva? I'm indifferent and much less invested in this series than most. What's the call? I'm in the keep Gary camp, but I'll be outvoted. Gary, it's because it's like... Something's got to change, right? We made it all the way, and Gary did not help us in the postseason again. I don't want to have a similar repeat. Somehow I'm with Slim that it's more of a no more excuses thing. More like this is year 10, we got to make something happen. As much as it pains me, I really want to win with Gary De Silva. He has fallen apart in a lot of postseason games. As much as it would break my heart to do this. James with a good point too. And it breaks my heart, ladies and gentlemen. It breaks my heart. But I think it's for the greater good. And hopefully this is what we need to win in Pittsburgh. I don't want to press the button. Gary, the Stash De Silva. We got to do it. It's maybe in the end it's not the right move, but we've given him so many opportunities that something has to change and someone has to move out after all these years. Gary the Stash De Silva, all rise, remove your hats. Thank you for your service. All the way from our first draft back in year number 1, 10 months later, 10 months later in real world time, Gary the Stash Da Silva, 4 Cy Youngs in the last 5 years later. Did he win any aside from the last there? No. 4 Cy Youngs later and 1 Rookie of the Year later. Off to the Tampa Bay Rays. Gary the Stash Da Silva. We'll see what the future holds for both sides here. We'll see what happens. Now Slim can't complain anymore. Wow, what a trade. Now, right away, let's get Wander Franco and Kevin Parada out of here in a separate deal. That could get us... Let's see if we can get an everyday, like an elite third baseman here. Let's look for an elite third baseman around the league here. Let's look for an elite third baseman. If we're going to have Parada if we're going to have... What's his name? Johnson at shortstop and Robson at second. Colson Montgomery just signed. I know he didn't just sign. No, it's true. Colson Montgomery, bat 281 last year with the Angels. Very good defense. I like Colson Montgomery a lot. I like Colson Montgomery. I can't believe we just did that. Man. Josh Jung, we spoke about him. Declining a little bit, though. Brett Beatty. I know Nebraska would love to get him. Bat 274 last year. 1 more year at $12.5 million. Good against righties. Breathe. Rafael Devers in his last season. His numbers are going down a little bit here at the Mets. Caminero. Cam Collier just signed. If they've ever struck out, don't get him. Jordan Walker, good numbers from Jordan Walker. Not the best batting numbers the last couple of years, though. OPS, below average OPS. Alec Boehm, we looked at Alec Boehm previously. We like Alec Boehm's number, but his defense isn't as great. Come back full circle, eh? So let's look at. I'm gonna look at the league here for a second. Brett the Met doesn't belong in Atlanta. Save him. If we look at player search, let's go to third baseman, who are making. Okay, we won't look at no max on salary. We'll say we're signed, at least someone who signed on to a contract. Let's say at least whatever, at least 87 overall, and let's say. What do we want to see? Fielding, reaction, arm strength, arm accuracy. Let's say arm accuracy at 80, fielding at 80. Let's go from there. No, fielding at 85. What do we see? 3 guys. Montgomery, Beatty, Jung, and Mead. Mead was the value pick. Then there's also Brett Beatty. We just said we want to save him maybe. Save him from the Braves. Bat 274, 836 OPS. Jung was 703. True, we can look at secondary position as well. Secondary position, also third base. No one else pops up. If we bring down the fielding to 80, brings in a couple more guys. Not a ton, though. So Montgomery does definitely stand out, though. Colson Montgomery. I think it's going to be Montgomery or Beatty. Montgomery or Beatty. So Montgomery, 81.69 for his contact versus 87.57. So Beatty is just worse against lefties. Worse against lefties, better against righties. Oh, right. Thank you, Hobbsy. I'll do that. The fielding is very similar. So I don't think that really does too much. So if we take out primary position, just say any. Okay, so that brings in a few more players. But let's go back to our last set of whatever. 85, let's say. Okay. Seems like Mead could be your guy. Does it make sense for the Giants? We'll check. We'll check, James. So there's also some guys who have secondary positions here. Gunnar Henderson, making a ton of money, right? Yeah, a ton of money. Bat 301 last year. He would be a huge pickup from the Yankees. Gunnar. I don't know. That's a lot of money. But would he be... I think he'd be worth it, though. Gunnar Henderson, Anthony Volpe. Unfortunately, I will never hear someone complain about him ever again. Rest in peace, Gary. Anthony Volpe. Good defense numbers as well there. Then again, Montgomery, Beatty, Cowser. Who's this guy? Cowser played third base? Really? Great numbers. 254 average. Great defense. Mead, yeah, we said Mead was solid. Cheaper option as well. Good defense and cheaper option than Tovar. Bryson Stott. I think it comes down to Henderson, Montgomery, and Beatty. So I have to give it 80. Yeah, Henderson has the 85 accuracy. So it comes down to those guys. 86, 87, okay, 86. So it comes down to those guys. Henderson, Montgomery, Beatty. Yeah. Henderson, Montgomery, Beatty. Let's check those teams. So let's see. Where are they? He's on the. Okay, so Yankees, Angels, Braves, and even Giants for Mead. Yankees, Braves, Giants. Yankees, Braves, Giants. Would it make sense for the Giants? Not as much, maybe. They could work out. Giants, Mets, Yankees as well. Yankees. Gunnar at shortstop. Pena can play shortstop. But they have no third baseman. I don't know about the Yankees. I don't know if it makes sense for the Yankees then. I don't know if it makes sense for the Yankees. They need one of those guys to play third base probably. Mets. No, he's on the Braves. Where are the Braves? Braves would have Beatty, who could play now. Austin Riley would be their everyday guy. He's getting paid a lot of money. I could see Austin Riley be an everyday guy for them, I guess. Who is the other guy? So oh, yes, Hobbs, we're flipping Franco. Yes! That's why I pay you guys. Yankees. We could take Gunnar, for example. Let's say we take Gunnar Henderson. It costs a lot of money, but we'd be moving out Parada and moving out Franco, which in the end would save us, what, 7 million? We'd be saving about 7 million in this deal, right? But then we still have to add more value, but this would be the foundation of a deal here for Gunnar Henderson. We could even actually, if we're moving out another third baseman, ask me Moncada again. Could Moncada push it? Not almost. Almost. No, he didn't just sign. He's in year 4 of 6 of his deal. Moncada gets it close. Gets it close. That's Gunnar. Who else had we said? Beatty on the Braves. Beatty on the Braves. They'd want so Moncada comes back. Yeah, they're interested in this deal. This saves us a lot of money. Yeah? This saves us a lot of money. Yeah? I'll say that. Oh, thank you, Montgomery. That's who it was. There's Beatty, excuse me. Did I pass the Angels? Probably. Angels. Montgomery. They would do this deal. Again, saves us a lot of money. Not as good against righties as Beatty, but a bit better against lefties. Solid defense. Montgomery. 69.56 on the power. 69.56. 57.52. So less contact, better power. 80.94. So a range of 85 to 94 on the defense stats. 85 to 94 versus 89 to 94. Or 86 to 94, sorry. Okay. Better on the contact. 281. Actually, let's see. 843 OPS last year. 836. So, yeah, they're pretty similar. Beatty, it comes down to we want a guy who's signed on for 1 more year. If he's every day, I prefer that he's better against lefties, though. That's true. So Montgomery, I think, has the edge. There's also Gunnar Henderson. He would be much more expensive, though. Of course, Montgomery is the value player here. This would be the value guy. Prada, Franco, and Moncada for Montgomery could take back a little bit of value too, maybe? Yeah, a little bit of something we could take back. Was there anyone else we had to look at? Oh, the Giants. Giants. Mead. for Gunnar to both of those. Just comes down to the money a little bit here. Curtis Mead would be much easier to acquire. Similar, if not best, defense. Batting's a little lower, and his stats, his track record is also low. That's the problem, his track record, how he sims. Or we go back to the Yankees. The problem is it would take the most value. We can't trade Moncada, it wouldn't be enough. I have to add something to this deal. It'd be a big piece. Even on 8 now, I'm telling you right now, Henderson won't work. Even if I add one of our top prospects, they say it's not enough. So if Henderson's out, it's between Montgomery and Beatty. Montgomery and Beatty. Going the wrong way. There. There. No, where am I going? Oh, he's on the Braves. Oh, I keep forgetting. Okay. Okay. Comes down to Beatty or Montgomery. So Beatty, 87, 57 on the contact, 87, 52 on the power, versus 81, 69, 74, 56. Defense is very similar as well. It might come down to simulation. The last 2 years, 843 and 787 on the OPS. Do they have, oh, that would be do they have catcher depth? That would be a good question. The Angels need a catcher. Sorry, which way is it? The Braves do not. They need depth, but they don't need a catcher. Oh, Hop's are their top guy. And that's why I might lean Montgomery then. I think Montgomery makes a bit more sense here. Sorry. We could throw a little something. Who can we get here? The best player we can get. This guy, B, relief. Okay, Josh Booker. We traded out a relief pitcher, so we'll take back a relief pitcher. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Parada, Wander Franco, who was never really with us, and Yohan Moncada off to the Los Angeles Angels for Colson Montgomery to be our everyday third baseman, and Josh Booker. Exactly, big upgrade for them as well, if you argue it like that. So off to the Angels. Another big splash here in the offseason, and it frees up a little bit more money as well for us. Big moves. So if we look at our budget now, if we look at our current budget, that brings, actually not the budget. If I look at, free agency. Yeah. That leaves us with 43.38 of budget and pending offers at 20.9 million. So we still have some flexibility to do some more. We want Gonzalez to sign on, absolutely. We're waiting for these guys to sign, and there's still more that we could do. We're not done yet. We've got to sign Priester and all those guys as well. We got to add some guys to the 40-man roster. Yeah, Tyson in the right field. That's why we stopped. Tyson in right field. Add him to the 40-man. Who else? No one else. Morrison, 78. We'll add him. Morrison. Anybody else, really? No, I'll leave everybody else. I wouldn't mind moving Green or someone for a power-hitting outfielder. True. Where do we rank right now in speed? Still 29th in speed. Our defense is up to 6th. But we need speed. A power-hitting, I don't know, speedster wouldn't be easy. Like, how's the lineup look now? We still have Timmy Lincoln to trade as well. Sorry. If I look at the lineup. Who is here? Montgomery at third base. So this is our everyday batting order. Rojas, Reynolds, and Navarro always on the bench. And let's say DH. Yeah, Ramirez can go on the bench maybe. Or in the whatever. Maybe Green to the bench. I don't know, whatever. So one of these guys to the bench. And our DH can be a power hitter. I prefer some speed in this lineup, though. We really need speed. Kenny has speed, but no one else really has a lot of speed out here. A 40 home run DH kind of guy. Green has some speed, but we're so slow. We need some speed. What if we go and look at... Let's look at the trade... no, the player search. We're not done yet. We still have prospects to use and a budget to spend. No primary position. Just give me a batter. Can I choose batter? Not even, eh? Give me a batter. When we use the attributes, it'll show. And we need some speed out here. Ka-chow. If I say someone who's on contract, let's look at the speedsters and see who has power. Okay, good. Look at the speedsters. Who of the speedsters have power? So overall doesn't matter. Show me your speed. Let's go 70 speed, just to start it off. And 60 stealing, just to start off, then we'll refine from there. Okay? Lots of players up here. Good. Okay? 70. Ooh, De La Cruz comes out now. 65. Okay? Speed, 75. Speed, 80. Speed, 85. Still a few players up here. Okay. Speed, 86. Speed, 87. Speed, 88. Okay, now we're getting this... Oh, a few players. I forgot that there's an... I have to put an overall minimum. Overall minimum. Give me at least 80 overall here. Okay, let's go back down a little bit. 82 speed, 80 speed, 63 stealing, 77 speed. Okay, so De La Cruz is definitely a big one. Ellie De La Cruz, huge name, absolutely. He'd be an everyday guy for us. Jimenez has good speed. 20 home run guy. Oswald Peraza. And then Adam Abernathy. 5 home runs. And there's also Ramon Nunez. And Bubba Thompson. Even De La Cruz, though, he's not a big power guy. 20 home runs, which is great. Could any of these guys be a DH for us? I don't know. You don't usually put speed as your DH guys. If we reset everything, go back to the player search. Player, give me someone who's at least, whatever, 80... Yeah, another infielder and a ton of trade value, right? Give me at least 80 overall. Give me that nice, at least 70 contact against righties. At least 80 power against righties. And at least, let's say, 80 power against lefties. Who do you got for me? 3 guys. You got Vlad, Cassis, and Butler. Yeah, now, Matthew, he's a free agent? Or is he no? He's unsigned. Yeah, he's still with the Royals. Oof, Matthew Butler, unsigned. Sheesh. Okay, let's bring it down a little bit. The contact might have to go lower, probably. 60? Not even, eh? No one in the MLB has power? Johnny Wetzel? The players who are signed, right? Not even. Contract min, 1 year. Miguel Vargas. Doesn't solve the speed, but Vlad would be something. 99 overall Vlad. Everyday DH would be something, eh? How crazy are we talking here? How crazy are we talking? It would take Cassis to get him. McClanahan wouldn't even be enough. So I don't think we're talking realistic here, unfortunately. Even if I would say we're moving one of our big outfielders and Brock Burke, I don't think Vlad can happen. Actually, they like Alex Ramirez a lot. Like, what would if I asked them to make the trade for me? They want Edgar Hernandez, Henry Castro, and Elijah Green. Yeah, we definitely can't do that. I don't think it's just way too much trade value. For DH, I don't know. Yeah, Donovan. It would be a lot, Donovan. A lot. Okay, let's go back to... I wish you could just see the home run leaders of last season. You can't see them anymore, eh? Can you? No, it's gone. That tab is gone. Wish you could just see home run leaders. Let's have a look at awards. Let's look at the Silver Slugger. Can't we click on awards from this page? I can't even look at the Silver Sluggers. Castro and Green, I don't mind, but Hernandez is a no, yeah. Okay, let's get back to the drawing board here. Minimum 80 overall. Minimum 80 overall. And let's just go power. Power 70 against righties. Power 70 against lefties. Who do you got for me? Tons of players. Good. And give me someone who signed on to a contract as well. Okay. So Guerrero's a ton of value. Unfortunately, Cassis is ours. Francisco Alvarez. Torkelson just signed. Luis Robert Jr. 23 home runs. Looking for some power out here. Julio Rodriguez. Here's someone who's fast enough as well. Julio Rodriguez would be something. He signed on for 2 more years at big money. Miguel Vargas, who has some speed out here. What if we just throw in a little bit of speed? Not a ton, but if we ask for one more... Give me speed here. Give me 60 speed. Just to weed out the slower players. Okay, that really weeds out a lot here. Sheesh. So it gives us Luis Robert Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Ozzie Albies, and Dustin Harris. Dustin Harris, 21 home runs, batting .220. 29 home runs, batting .291. 22 home runs, batting .277. But 32 the year before. And 23 batting .275. 32 million. Oh, Robert, I'm not taking Luis Robert Jr. Julio's at 21 million. Albies at 30 million. And Dustin Harris has a horrible batting average in his career as well. Julio Rodriguez. What do they want for Julio Rodriguez? It's closer. But would he be a center? You know, if we bring him in, would he be DH or center field? Maybe someone else would DH then. I don't know. Because if we have... definitely... City Lincoln has a lot of trade value. Ooh. So if we have Sanchez, Green, Ramirez, Farron, all guys who are center fielders there. Don't forget Gonzalez, who we're still waiting on to sign. If we have Gonzalez, Sanchez, Green, Ramirez, those are like our 4 guys. Maybe Ramirez. No, someone would have to go to DH here. We like Elijah Green. Maybe Elijah Green moves out, but we're getting slower technically. Nah, it would be a lateral move to move out Elijah Green for the speed. We have to take back somebody else as well. Who's a bat here? They have 3 catchers. Man, there's really a lot of things running through my head right now. Brooks Lee, Vaughn Grissom, good old Vaughn Grissom. Our good friend Vaughn. Sal Frelick. Rodriguez. He did struggle at hitting. But even then, it doesn't look like it's that good for... It wouldn't fill the DH, though. It would just put him in the outfield, right? I don't know. But again, even if we offered top prospects, it doesn't seem like they want. Not Hernandez. Brock Burke, no. Ramirez, no. One of our top prospects, they say no. Fuentes. Fuentes gets very close, but not enough. Who do they want? They want Santana. Jonas Santana. Santana, we just signed him. One of our top guys. This would just be an outfield move, though. It doesn't fill our need at DH. Plus, our speed stays the same. He's been a 30-40 home run guy in the past. I don't know. Do we go after Julio Rodriguez? An Avengers Assemble squad continues here. Lincoln, Green, and Santana. I don't want to move Santana, though. I really don't. Because if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Santana. I don't know. Priester's here also. Maybe we can afford to move Santana, but he's the future as well. We have other guys down here, but he is one of our main guys for the future. Low on the home runs per 9. Is Santana an Avenger? That's the question. Is he an Avenger? I don't know. What do the assistant GMs say about this? It doesn't really fill our speed need, though. I don't think we'll be able to fill our DH with power-speed combo. So maybe DH is just pure power, and we move from elsewhere to get speed. Rodriguez would be an everyday speed guy, at least, because Green would be more of a platoon. So if our everyday left fielder is Gonzalez, center fielder is, let's say, Rodriguez, right fielder is Sanchez, and Ramirez is on the bench with Farron, and Reynolds even as well. Kronos, welcome to the stream, buddy. Making big moves. What if we clear the trade and let them offer us? I think they're going to be wanting players that we won't want to give. But we'll do it. DH power and find the speed elsewhere, preferably not in a dark alley. Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Now we take Lincoln, Santana. What do they offer us here? They want Castro, Logan, and Green. I could move Logan and Green, but I really don't want to move Castro, a potential guy who's a big future piece for us. If I take out Castro and add Lincoln, it's not enough. It's just not enough by just a little smidgen. No. I don't know if I feel right making this deal. I don't know. But sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to do it. I think we're going to have to make the deal. We're going to have to swallow it. And we're going to have to move out Jonas Santana. We want to keep him. 83 overall, 23-year-old young pitcher. I'm going to say to help us in the outfield as an everyday guy with speed. Not just speed, but everyday speed. I'm going to say let's do it. We can take back even something, a little something back. Nah, this right relief pitcher, 22-year-old. Okay, Elijah Green, Timmy Lincoln, and Jonas Santana to the Seattle Mariners for Julio Rodriguez. Well, we did check, right? We looked at all the other center fielders. We had looked at, this would cost us $6 more million, by the way. We had looked at, hey, now it's all gone. Who did we say? Oh, besides Santana. Well, that's who they had offered us. That's why I put it, yeah. Green. Okay, thanks, Hopsy. Green, Lincoln, and who to the Mariners for Julio Rodriguez. Where am I going? Mariners, where are you? There you are. Rodriguez, okay. Let's go through the whole team here. From some of these A guys. No. No, C guy. They won't want the C's. No. Yeah, okay. Hold on. No, first guy is Castro. They would take Castro or Santana, it looks like. Yeah, Castro or Santana. I'm not moving any of these other guys. Yeah, Sanchez was great last season. We want to keep him. So it's Santana. Okay, let's just do it. Let's bite the bullet. Let's do it. Everyday speed improves. Thank you, Seattle. Bang! Julio Rodriguez, welcome to Pittsburgh. Trying to go on the World Series run. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you. So it does... well, we have to have everybody... It doesn't help the speed much, but it helps our everyday speed. We know that. Because we know that when we go to our lineup, it's our final year, let's do it. When we go to our lineup, we see Rodriguez is going to be... Let's see, if he's everyday in the outfield... We still need another everyday DH with power, unless Ramirez or Rojas or Reynolds or Navarro is that guy. Rojas, maybe he stays as DH. Even though he isn't a power guy, he's still a guy who has very high batting average. I don't know if we have much else to trade with either. Now we just traded out Timmy Lincoln, right? Now we might have money. Maybe we make a free agent signing here, because we have money but not a lot of trade value left. So if we're going to have about $16 million between the pending offers and the available budget... Let's see if we can bring in one more player via free agency. So I'm just looking purely like home runs right now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking here. Purely looking at home runs. 27 home runs from Daniel Susick. He's a catcher, but it doesn't matter if he's just going to be a DH. And it's good, injury protection helps out as well. Daniel Susick helps. That's not bad. 4 years, $47 million is what he's being offered. I'll give you... 1 year. What would we have? How much money would we have? We have $16 million. It would be tough. Like 1 year, 16 million. Would he really want 1 year, 16 million? I don't know. It does have the highest amount of interest, but it's only for 1 year. We're just over our money right now. It'd be more like 15. He has a full bar. 1 year, 15 million would leave us with like 300K of budget left over. Daniel Susick, but hold on, we could still retract the offer. Let's look who else is out there. Cedric Mullins is good. He has speed as well. Ooh, hold on, withdraw. Cedric Mullins, he has that speed, 69 speed. He's got it. I wish you could sort by things like that. In player search, can we do that? Do I sort by players who are unsigned? Contract minimum? No, it doesn't have, eh? Your local lemming. No, it doesn't show. Level MLB? No, I wouldn't be able to sort just by free agents. Cedric Mullins is very interesting to me. And he has the defense too as well. Wish you could just look at batters. Ridiculous. Where were we? So we're waiting on Gabriel Gonzalez still. Crazy, we're still waiting on this guy. Okay, looking at the home runs like we said. 27. Cedric Mullins, good power, good speed. So keep Cedric Mullins in mind. 19 home runs, 4 home runs. 24. Nolan Gorman. Not as much speed, though. I think Cedric Mullins is the guy. 23 home runs. Good. Gabriel Arias. Not bad for the speed, actually. Arias would want, let's say, 1 year, like 10 million? 11 million? And Mullins for 1 year, what does he want? Sheesh. We have to go 2 years, yeah. He's very, at least, we can go 3 years. Let's go crazy. We'll call him every day. 3 years every day. And we give him 15 million per year. Yeah, we got to go 3 years. To fill Gonzalez's spot elsewhere if he won't sign soon. Yeah, he's got to do it soon. Cedric Mullins, I'm sending you this deal. 3 years at 15 million per year. We'll dump you when we have to dump you. Get the speed, get the contact, get the defense as well. I like that. Cedric Mullins. We're waiting on Gonzalez and Mullins now. And a couple of salary arbitration guys as well. The Dodgers are offering us a trade. Let's see. The next team we create from scratch, we should make a Data 782 team. You create yourself and your captain with Jumbo, Joe Prodigies, and other Discord members. Lots of creation. Absolutely. That would be a great idea for roster sharing. Pat has done some roster sharing before. If someone were to make me that roster, I would do it 100%. The only thing holding me back would be the creation time. That's the only thing that would be holding me back. The Dodgers want... Okay, Philip Kershaw. I'm okay with trading Philip Kershaw, but I don't want Ronnie Lozano. So, let's advance a few days. Last day for arbitration. Yes, we offered our arbitration to the right guys. We're done. Priester offered. Sims offered. Seth Corey still hasn't signed. Okay, we'll give him arbitration. But I'm surprised he hasn't signed. We're offering him $2 million. So I'll offer him 1.8 in arbitration, I guess. I'm surprised he hasn't signed yet. So I'll have 3 of those guys in arbitration waiting. And we'll go from there. Yeah, let's advance a few more days. Any news? No, no news. Vigna going to the Marlins. All players have come... Okay, do we have all our players with tender contracts done? Yes, everyone's signed on. Even Seth Corey signed. We're just waiting on these 2 players with arbitration. So that would leave us budget. Pending offers is just... Actually, we have to send Mullins just a little bit less. Even Gonzalez, I would offer him a little bit less at this point. But now we have the Blue Jays competing. So Mullins, I'm going to offer you a little bit less. 45 for 3 years. And now I got to offer you 44.5. Liam, welcome to the stream, buddy. Because now that leaves us with, a little bit more in the pending versus the budget. 44.5 for 3 years on Mullins. And we're spending every cent here. We're going all the way. Max Meyer going to the Giants. Jacob Melton to the Nationals. Jace Jung to the Twins. With Churio, I'm guessing we don't have the money. Now, it would have to be that we're not signing those 2 guys. Gonzalez signed. Finally, Gonzalez is on board. Let's see. Left field. Yeah, Gabriel Gonzalez. Good. He signed on. 3 years, 11.7 million. Good. Yeah, it would be tough for Churio. He's being offered 7 years at 192. He's getting offered 27.5 per year. Yeah, we can't compete with that. The Phillies want to offer us a trade. Brandon Eisert for Lorenzo Torres. B potential. How old is he? Wait, 38? What are you... Come on, what are you offering me? Oh, but this guy's 34. Starting pitcher for relief pitcher. Nah, but 38, come on. What are we doing here? Novi Marte to the Nationals. We're still waiting on Mullins. Anybody else sending him offers? Nope, we're the only team. Still the only team. Flaherty weighing his offers as well. He's only offered a 1-year deal now. Waited too long. Arbitration, we're going to wait till December 2nd. Winter meetings. Oh, today's the draft lottery. Let's check it out. So the Mets, the Mets were 63-99. They had the worst record. So the Mets, the Padres, and the Twins. We, of course, finishing 29th, we don't have eligibility there. Let's see. Draft lottery simulation. Drum roll. With my fingers here, I'm trying to hold the controller. Ta-da. Twins jump 2, Rangers jump 2, Padres drop 1, Mets drop 3. Tough for the Mets. There's Churio signing $27.5 million per year with the Braves. Brewers sign Josh Lowe, and the Pirates sign Cedric Mullins. Let's go. Huge. Love that. Cedric Mullins, that's going to be very, very helpful for the speed. Let's go back now. If we have, does that help the depth chart at all? It doesn't say anything for the speed changing. I wonder if we get him in the lineup or something, if that would change. But Mullins is on board. We have his speed on the team. Even if he continues to regress a little bit, it's still good to get that speed. We should be a little bit faster now, and hopefully that does something for us. Okay. So we made some big changes this offseason, ladies and gentlemen. We made some big changes. Rule 5 draft now. Anybody we want to look at in the Rule 5 draft? Sometimes we take players. Anyone interesting to us? If we look at starting pitchers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus Velasquez out here. Seth Corey. No, probably no starting pitchers. Relief pitchers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Matt Cronin hasn't played in the MLB in a while. No, I think we'll be okay. Closing pitchers. Nah. Mookie Betts? Is he in the draft? Oh, we'll see when we get to him in a moment. I wouldn't mind a third catcher for AAA, but we can't, in the Rule 5 draft, if you take him, you got to keep him in the MLB. Third base, we're good now at third base. Shortstop, we don't have anybody. I'd almost take this guy just to, no. I'd almost take this guy just to add somebody to the platoon. No. Steele Walker, Joe Gray. You know what? I'm going to take him just to say. And if we have to send him back, we send him back. Mookie Betts, he's making $30.4 million. Oh my goodness. Hasn't played since that's true, he's now 20. Yeah, he hasn't played in 2 years. Hasn't played in the MLB in 2 years. Wow. I'm going to take that shortstop just to say we have a shortstop on the team. We could take Brett Harris even. 77 overall. Just to throw someone in there. Why not? And if we have to send him back, we send him back. Why not? Just to throw someone in the if we need an extra guy out there for whatever reason. There we go. Okay, so that does it for the draft. Exit the Rule 5 draft. We're just about done the offseason, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting on arbitration. Let's sim to the arbitration hearings in 52 days. Tanner Hook in a big trade there as the Reds acquire him. Jack Flaherty signs 1 year, $24 million with the Rangers. Susick, we were thinking about getting him. He signs actually for less than we would have signed him for. He lost out on a little bit, goes to the Rangers. Zach Gallen to the Rays. Walker Buehler goes to the Rays. 1 year, $9.9 million. We were thinking about him at one point as well. Walker, good old Walker Buehler. Now arbitration hearings. Do we have any news on the arbitration? Okay. Priester's gonna get $3.4 million this year, so that's pretty much what we were gonna have to sign him for if we didn't win arbitration anyways. That's fine. So the arbiter sides with Priester, and the other for what's his name with Sims, and Sims gonna get $3.2 million. All right, it's not the end of the world. Thankfully, we signed on those guys before. Now I think we're over the budget, eh? If I look in free agency. Now, yeah, we're over our budget, so we can still play, but we can't make any, we have to trade out money if we were to do anything. We're $4.76 million over our deficit here. Yearly deficit anticipated. So Rodriguez, Johnson, Cassis, Reynolds clearing out 15 million next year would be a big help. Yeah. Brock Burke at 9 million. Clark Schmidt, maybe trading him for a cheaper relief pitcher, but even then, well, actually, technically, our budget is still 236K. It's just the deficit on the team. So, whatever. We'll survive. All right. Sim 2 renewable contracts. No one there. Sim to spring training. No, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in spring training. So, yeah, Drew Buehler and De Silva in Tampa, getting together in Tampa. Sheesh. So, let's see. Any growth over here? Let's look at our pitching rotation first. So, is Franco our ace? That's the question. I would say not yet. I want to see a bit more from him before we say he's the ace. Edgar Hernandez is probably our ace with Williams, Priester, and then not Morrison, but probably Velasquez coming into the rotation. Right? No, what am I saying? Who's our ace? McClanahan's our ace. What's wrong with me? So Franco would stay in the 3 spot. No, I don't know. Would he be in the 4 spot? I don't know. So we can think about this next episode. But just to say, there's our 5. Some players are still up here because of spring training. But Ramirez would go here. Our setup man is probably Burke. Feliz would be somewhere in here as well. Yeah, pitching's fine. For the lineup, Robinson 87, Conrad 85. Johnson at an 89, Rodriguez at a 92, Montgomery, Castro. So if we say Mullins is our DH here, add some speed. Let's just put, for example, Rodriguez goes there, Montgomery goes here. I don't know. We'll still have to play around with it a little bit. And then even in our outfield, actually, Gonzalez would probably be here in the outfield. So this could be the Pirates squad for 2032, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we'd be looking. A lot of familiar faces, but a few new ones, absolutely. Does it change anything when I look at depth charts? Speed at 30th now. Oh, went down even more. Oh, maybe that's because of our spring training. We have a lot of young spring training guys up. Okay. I'd maybe switch Williams and Franco every rotation. That would be hard to keep track of, but I hear what you're saying. Maybe, hopefully spring training can shed a little bit more light on it. We'll sim spring training, and then we'll see from there. Yeah, I think we're okay. We can think about contract extensions already. Edgar Hernandez, he wants big money. What is he making right now? He's making $4 million. He wants big money. 20.3 every year. Could do like 7 years on him. Even if we're not here, we want to set this team up for the future success. So would you take 7 years, 133? 7 years, 133. Would you take that? All right, cool. 7 years, 133 for Edgar Hernandez. Big extension for him. I'd love to keep Gavin Williams. He's been amazing. Tough, though, because it changes a lot. It fluctuates a lot. Next year, we have like 20 million left only already. Kenny Robinson, of course, would have to come back. We would do 1 year on him. And we'd give him 1.9. Cool. Franco would have to get signed. Just a few, just to get them out of the way right now. 1 year rotation. And we'll give him 900,000. 1 year, 900K. And finally, we'll give Steve Conrad, then we'll move on. Steve Conrad, we'll give him 1 year. We'll call him a star, because he's doing a lot of leadoff and all that. He's playing in the top of the order. 1 year, 1.2. Good. Okay, so that takes care of some stuff for that. That's for next season, Joe. It's for next season's contract. It's kind of like we're giving contract extensions for next year, not this upcoming season. That's true. Slim disappeared. The curse of Gary got him, eh? It's true. Okay, so there's just a few contracts for next season. Projected salary. Look at these guys. So, yeah, shortstop 25th. That's because of that. Let's sim, let's just sim the spring training here. Auto-fix all that stuff. Doesn't matter. Auto-fix, auto-fix, auto-fix. Let's sim a lot of the spring training and see what we get. I guess sometimes he leaves for a little bit. It's not unheard of. And we'll go see this last game against the Red Sox. Then we'll call it. And actually, we'll do... No. Then we'll call it an episode. I don't want to do just game 1 of the season yet because I'm not sure about our order and our rotation exactly, stuff like that. So I gotta wait to hear. Let's see from Edgar Hernandez. Bad numbers Edgar Hernandez has. I want to see good numbers from Edgar Hernandez if he's gonna get a spot here. Who's doing what for us? Mullins is cold. Batting 222 is Julio Rodriguez. You gotta show me something good today, Julio. Who might want to make a case here? I don't know if we'll actually go into it. Ramirez, Castro. Castro, make me a case, buddy. Show me why you should be DHing. Let's see what Castro's got for us. All right, let's sim through it nice and quick. If you have the time. I have the time. It's just that it's not... That doesn't really... there's no stakes, you know? Maybe I'll go in and I'll play it even, just for funsies. All right, 2 runs there, so Hernandez will come out next inning. Let's see, Castro's 0 for 2. Swing, hold on, substitutions. He strikes out. Johnson solo home run, thank you. Gonzalez pop up. Robinson single. Here you go. Try to steal just for fun. Cool. Conrad pop up. Okay. Hernandez, yeah, it was okay. He gave up 4 runs and 7 hits. Let's see from Fuentes. Let's see, Jose Fuentes. Let's see what you got, buddy. Let's see what you got. Hit by pitch. Great. Lugo strikes out. Low. Poe flies out. And Foss will ground out. All right, Cassis. Let's see who could play first. Kershaw. Good old Philip Kershaw. Batting 333. What do you got, Kershaw? Let's go, big boy. Strikes out. Sanchez. Let's see from Todd Farron, who we want to think about getting up this season. He pops up. Rodriguez. Come on, buddy. Strikes out. Shameful. Let's see from Logan. Corey Logan. Ground out, pop up, strikeout, and here we are trying to get back into it. So I'm going to go in, yeah, we'll do Montgomery, Castro, Johnson. Why not? Just for fun, I have not played MLB The Show in months. I've not played in this calendar year yet. So it might be very ugly. 0-162 incoming. Yes, sir. This might be ugly. Try not to laugh too much. But let's go for 2 runs. Let's see what we can do. And Jonathan Hernandez, former Pirates, coming in. Montgomery batting 233 this spring training so far. Okay. Hitting his veteran, great. Exactly what I need. Yeah, I like it. I like it. First pitch, I like it. Get down. Woohoo! First pitch single. Let's go. GM data. Let's go. First swing. First pitch I've faced in months. First pitch swing, and it's a single. All right, Henry Castro at the plate now. I'm going for power. I'm going for power swing here on Castro. No, I don't like it. Slider. Look at that beard. Batting 227 in the preseason. In the spring training, I should say. Nope. No. Oh, but just got... Okay, good call, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the pitch. I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to swing on that one. Yeah. Ooh, late. That's going to go foul. Just late, even. Just late. Yep. Oh, late again. Good, good, good. He's doing well. I was early, actually? Really? I thought I felt late on that one. Nope. There you go. Good take. Good take. I still got it. I still got it. Nope. Ah, the sinker came in. I thought that was going to go a bit inside. Goes down looking. Too bad. All right, Tamar Johnson batting 326. My goodness. Here we go. Tamar Johnson. Yep. Ooh, that slider. That slid down there late. I swung early on it. 88 slider. Yep. Ooh, didn't get it. Oh, but it found a gap. Good. It found the gap. Nice. I didn't like that one, but it found the gap, and that's another single. Runners on first and second. Nice. Good. All right. Gabriel Gonzalez now. Let's put a little power in here. Hold on. Oh, I didn't mean... Sorry, I didn't mean to call timeout. I just want to see his numbers. Hold on. I just want to see the numbers here. Little timeout. Good. Gonzalez. Come on. Can I go? I can't go down and see? I want to see what his power is. Can't see, I guess. All right. Here we go. Runners on first and second. Could he be the walk-off grand slam? I knew that was in the strike zone, but I didn't like it. I thought that was going to go high, but it slid down into more in the middle of the strike zone there. Let's go with the controllers vibrating. Here we go. Trying tying runs on base, winning run at home plate. Yep. Oh, just late that he pops it up. That's going to be out number 2. All right, we're not done yet. We got one more here from, I believe, Kenny Robinson's going to be up, right? Yeah, Kenny Robinson batting .291. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Big Kenny. Let's see what he can do. Nope. Slider, take. This guy and his sliders. Very late on that one. I was fighting for it. Yep. Oh, late again. He's using, because that was a 96 sinker. Between 88 and 96, he's playing with that speed. Very late on that one. Yeah, it wasn't just late. No. Sinker down low. Not going after that. 2-2 count. Yeah. There we go. Right up the middle. There we go. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. No. Okay. Actually, maybe that wouldn't. I was pointing to him. I was trying to make it press, but then I realized it probably wouldn't work. That might have been a little too fringy. I wouldn't want to be out at home to end the game. There. Good job, Kenny. Bases loaded. Foreign language. I'm not a. I'm not an expert either. Late on that one. I'm trying. I'd love to make a storyline here. I'm going for power. Even if we go down swinging, I'm going for power. Quickly down 0-2. Quickly down 0-2. Come on, Stevie. Come on, Stevie. Yep. There we go. Nice. Here we go. Get down. Advance. Here we go. Bring him home. Stay at second. Stay at second. It's a walk-off. The Pirates win. Walk-off double. GM Data got it. How did I do that one? The Pirates win. Walk-off. Bases clearing double from Steve Conrad. Wow. Big choke from Boston. Chokeston. We got against our old pitcher, Hernandez. Wow. That was fun. I would do it more often. Just I don't like playing my own games in simulation franchises because I want to keep it all legit. But that was fun. I enjoyed being able to go in and do something. Yes, 17-10, not 16-11. Johnson, player of the game. Logan gets the win. Now, if only Data played in the World Series. Then I would have been angry if I didn't get it, though. I would have blamed myself forever. Alright, so we're closing in on 2 hours. I'm going to wrap it up within the next couple minutes here, and then we'll start getting ready for next week's stream. So, big win. We end the preseason 17-10. Let's check out the numbers now just to see what are we thinking about for the preseason, for the regular season. Robinson looked great. Conrad looked great. Casas looked good. Sanchez looked good. Rodriguez struggled, but we'll try to get him back up to snuff. It's good that we have his defense and speed in there at least, but I like him playing in the right field. Montgomery looked okay. Mullins was cold, but Johnson and Gonzalez both hot. Johnson, we're going to have to move him up the lineup. I would think Johnson goes here maybe. Then maybe something like this. Something like that, maybe. Rojas, 343. Reynolds, 270. Navarro, 375. And Ramirez, 237. Castro, 217. And these guys, Harris, Kershaw, they're going down. Farron, I don't know what's happening with Farron. He was 1 for 11. We'll see what happens with Farron. Now, for the pitching. McClanahan looked all right, 3.55 ERA. Hernandez, Williams, good. Franco, so-so, but we know how good he can be. Priester, so-so. Fuentes, so-so. Corey, not so great. Morrison, okay. Schmidt, okay. Escalona, eh. Velasquez, very good. Maybe Velasquez can get that last... Maybe he'll be in long relief. Maybe he'll be fighting for a rotation spot. Sims, not good. Burke, very good. Ramirez, okay. I would say that. And Feliz did not pitch at all. All right? So there are the stats right now. Leave any and all your thoughts down here in the comments or over on the Discord server, link in the description. And I'll make some moves for next week. I'll send up the players I'll send up and down the players who I think should go where. And then we'll make further decisions on next week's stream. I don't want to advance another day because then it's going to send players down and put them on waivers that I don't want to be on waivers. So we'll see how the team looks come the beginning of next week, the rotation and all that good stuff. But for now, I think we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. We have the best prospect in the MLB, Freddie Bartley. We have number 1 prospect. Number 8 is Todd Griffin. We have McCall at 12. We have a lot of good prospects. 14, 16, 18, 22... 25. I hate to have like 20 of the top 50, but it's very nice to have like 10, let's say. I think when you have like 30 of the top 50, it's too crazy, but it's fun to have like 10 of those guys. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap it up there. Join us next week. It's going to be what? February 13th? Yes. Next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, February 13th, our second to last episode of this series, episode 29, with the Pirates in 2032, our 10th and final season, as we make a push for the postseason with this new look squad. Big trade for Gary Silva moving out, McClanahan in, Julio Rodriguez in, a lot of changes, lots of similar faces, lots of our old friends, but some big changes to this team. Maybe more changes to come. Maybe Gary comes back at the deadline. I'm just saying crazy things, but you never know. I want to win so badly with Gary. Definitely still things to change. This team will still need tweaks, and we'll see what happens. So thanks for joining me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you spending the time here on stream. We'll be back in just under 48 hours, and Joe ends it with the donation. The $2.79. Thanks for a great stream, Data. Thank you, Joe, for your involvement, for your participation, for your love. Thank you, my friend. We'll be back in less than 48 hours for our San Francisco Starfleet Expansion NHL 24 Franchise Mode Series. So I'll see you in under 48 hours. And sorry, okay, I thought the stream ended for a second there. Just a little PlayStation glitch. I'll see you in under 48 hours for that stream. And aside from that, the Canucks will be up on... Okay, yeah, that's true. Before the Thursday night stream, you'll have Thursday afternoon Canucks. So look out for that, and then I'll talk to you Thursday night, and I'll see you in the Discord server. So everybody have yourselves a lovely rest of your week. Hope to talk soon. Let's go Pirates, and I'll see you for the penultimate episode next week for the 2032 season, year number 10. Good night, everybody.